To most, snoring is just a late-night nuisance, a punchline to a joke at a family gathering, or an annoying habit that keeps a partner awake. But biologically, it is a warning sign of a silent, structural war. While you think you're just sleeping loudly, your heart is straining, your brain is starving for oxygen, and your arteries are literally being hammered from the inside out. Today, we break down the 4 levels of snoring danger, from minor vibration to total systemic failure. We'll also explore how this hidden stress triggers cortisol and locks visceral fat in place. Most importantly, I will share the most effective, science-backed protocols, from anatomical shifts to proven natural remedies, to stop this progression before the damage becomes irreversible. If you think you're safe because you only snore a little, pay close attention. By level 3, the damage is already permanent. Level 1, the vibration stage, the biological jackhammer. Before we look at the collapse, we need to understand the physics of the sound. As we age, especially past 35, the tissues in our throat lose their structural integrity. When you fall into a deep sleep, your muscles relax and the airway narrows. Level 1 is what doctors call benign snoring. You aren't stopping breathing yet, but the constant high-frequency vibration acts like a biological jackhammer. Recent studies show that this persistent shaking causes micro-trauma to the lining of your carotid arteries, the main pipes feeding your brain. Your body tries to patch these microscopic tears with cholesterol, accelerating plaque buildup. Even if you feel rested, level 1 is quietly aging your cardiovascular system years ahead of schedule. But as the tissue becomes inflamed from the vibration, the airway gets even tighter. Level 2, the resistance stage, upper airway resistance. As we move to level 2, you aren't just vibrating, you are struggling. At this stage, your airway has narrowed so much that breathing feels like trying to drink a thick milkshake through a tiny plastic straw. You don't stop breathing completely yet, but your nervous system stays in a state of high alert. Your brain senses the resistance and refuses to let you enter deep, restorative REM sleep. It's afraid that if you relax too much, you'll suffocate. This is why you wake up feeling like you haven't slept at all. But the real damage is hormonal. Because your body is under constant physical stress all night, it produces a steady drip of cortisol, the stress hormone. This is the hidden reason why many people struggle to lose weight despite a perfect diet. When your cortisol is spiked every night due to breathing resistance, your body enters survival mode, stubbornly locking visceral fat around your midsection to protect your organs from the perceived emergency. Level 3, the hypoxia stage, the oxygen crash. This is the tipping point where snoring transforms from a metabolic burden into a life-threatening event. This is obstructive sleep apnea. At level 3, the collapsing tent of your throat finally shuts tight. For 10, 20, or even 60 seconds, zero oxygen enters your lungs. Your blood oxygen levels plummet, a state known as hypoxia. As your brain starts to starve, it sends a panic signal to your adrenal glands. Your body is flooded with a massive surge of adrenaline to shock your muscles back into action so you can take a gasp of air. You might not remember these micro-arousals, but they can happen 30 times every single hour. Your heart, which should be resting at 60 beats per minute, suddenly spikes to 110 or 120 while you're asleep. It's like running a series of invisible sprints in your bed. This repeated oxygen deprivation and heart rate spiking is the #1 hidden cause of midnight heart attacks and the primary reason why chronic snorers often have unexplained high blood pressure that doesn't respond to medication. Level 4, the systemic failure, the brain erosion. Level 4 is where the damage stops being temporary and becomes structural. This is the stage of systemic failure. When you reach this level, your body is no longer able to compensate for the lack of oxygen. Recent neuroimaging studies have shown something terrifying. Chronic, severe snoring and apnea lead to a visible reduction in gray matter in the brain, specifically in the regions responsible for memory, emotional control, and executive function. It's essentially brain erosion. Because your brain is starved of oxygen hundreds of times a week, it can't perform its nightly cleaning cycle, the glymphatic drainage that flushes out toxic proteins like beta amyloid. This is the direct biological link between chronic snoring and an increased risk of Alzheimer's and dementia. At level 4, your blood pressure doesn't just spike at night, it stays high during the day. Your arteries become stiff, your metabolism is shattered, and your risk of a stroke or a sudden cardiac event is now 3 to 4 times higher than a non-snorer. But this is not a life sentence. The human body is remarkably resilient if you give it the right biological tools. Now that you know which level you might be on, let's talk about the science-backed protocols to reverse this process and reclaim your breath. The recovery protocols. Reclaiming your sleep. 1. The anatomical shift, the side sleeping protocol. The simplest fix is often the most overlooked. Gravity is the enemy of a snorer. When you sleep on your back, your tongue and soft palate are forced into your airway. Research shows that for 70% of snorers, simply shifting to a side sleeping position can reduce apnea events by half. But just trying to stay on your side isn't enough. Use the tennis ball technique or a specialized body pillow to reinforce this anatomical shift until it becomes your new default. We did a deep dive into the specific mechanics of sleeping positions in a previous video. I highly recommend watching it to master the exact alignment your body needs. 2. The myofunctional strategy, tongue exercises. Most people don't realize that the tongue is a muscle, and like any muscle, it can become weak and floppy. Clinical trials have shown that specific myofunctional exercises, essentially gym for your tongue, can reduce snoring by up to 50%. Try this. Press your tongue firmly against the roof of your mouth and slide it backward 20 times a day. Strengthening these tissues prevents them from collapsing into your airway during the night. 3. The magnesium and inflammation buffer. To combat the systemic inflammation we discussed in Level 1, we must look at biochemistry. Magnesium bisglycinate helps relax the muscles without causing the over-relaxation of the throat tissues that alcohol does. Additionally, clearing nasal inflammation is crucial. A simple saline rinse before bed can reduce airway resistance by up to 15%, moving you from a level 2 back down to a level 1 almost instantly. At the end of the day, your snore is more than just a sound. It's a biological SOS signal. It's your body telling you that the structural integrity of your survival system is under threat. We often spend thousands of dollars on skincare, supplements, and gym memberships to look healthy on the outside, while ignoring the fact that for 8 hours every night, our brain is starving for air and our heart is under siege. But here is the most important truth you'll hear today. Your biology is not your fate. Whether you are at level 1 or level 4, you now have the blueprint to fight back. By strengthening your myofunctional muscles, shifting your sleep anatomy, and lowering systemic inflammation, you can silence the biological jackhammer and give your heart the rest it deserves. Remember, your genetics may load the gun, but your daily habits and your nightly choices pull the trigger. Don't wait for a level 4 event to start listening to what your body is trying to tell you right now. If you found this deep dive into the hidden science of sleep valuable, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon. We have more breakdowns coming on how to optimize your metabolic health and protect your longevity. Now, I want to hear from you. How many of you wake up feeling exhausted despite sleeping for 8 hours? Let's talk about it in the comments. Because your breath isn't just about oxygen, it's about the quality and the length of your life.